Lou, can you address purchasing an inexpensive probiotic versus this one?
Sure. The question once again is addressing that whole thing about getting probiotics from other sources, other places, and what have you. So most probiotics are not proteolytic. So, and most of them are designed to break down dairy products. This is a non-dairy probiotic, and it's highly proteolytic. And most probiotics are not proteolytic. And proteolytic means it breaks down proteins to amino acids. But it also breaks down putrefied protein that you may have inside your body. So that's why when people have food poisoning or putrefied protein or infections or diseases, they have this putrefied protein in their system. So that's why I'm very excited about having Life Biotic to take off and on myself. Most people should probably take a teaspoon every night before they go to bed, if not a tablespoon, for a while to reculturize their intestinal tract. But my favorite thing to do with Life Biotic is to make yogurts out of seeds and nuts with it, to pre-digest it, make it enzyme activated. At the same time, the friendly bacteria count goes up, maintains good flora in my tract, plus it's very easy to digest and absorb and utilize and satiate me and keep me satisfied and fulfilled and keep me healthy and keep me strong, that kind of thing. So, but most probiotics, once again, are not synergistic, and they don't have high activity, and they're not proteolytic. That's the difference. These are highly active, and they're highly proteolytic, and they work. They're very effective. I'll tell you something. When you got somebody who has food poisoning, and they're throwing up and having diarrhea, and they're sicker than a dog, kind of thing, and they take a tablespoon of Life Biotic every hour on the hour with some water, just a little bit of water. Within 3 hours, 3 doses of this, their food poisoning symptoms are gone. You know, it's never been more than 4 hours or 4 doses in my book, in my experience with people that have had food poisoning. I gave them a tablespoon of this, an hour later another tablespoon, another hour later. Within 3 or 4 doses, their symptoms of throwing up or having food poisoning or feeling that sick feeling is gone. So that's pretty powerful. It's because it's highly proteolytic, and most probiotics are not like that. That's the thing.
Well,
so,
one more question, Lou.
Yeah, go.
What would you do for somebody who's like an athlete who trains all the time, or a bodybuilder or something, who's used to taking in just like a lot, expends more energy than your average person?
That's a great question, Doc. Like for instance, if somebody I haven't worked out for 44 years, so I may have maybe a cup or 2 of yogurt a day. But if I was training and running and weightlifting and calisthenics and all that kind of thing, my body would want more. You know, I'm going to lean a little bit more on that yogurt.
Do you see a ton of yogurt?
Say that again?
Do you see a ton of the yogurt?
Well, I have a friend of mine. I mean, I could show you a picture of him. He's like literally ripped. I mean, like ripped. He's like, anybody that looks at him, they go, I want to look like him. You know, any guy that looks at this guy, they're going to go, yeah, I want to look like this guy. You know, I mean, he works with famous people, celebrities, and, you know, I mean, the guy is just absolutely blown away, ripped. And he's 100% on raw living cultured foods, and he loves almond coconut yogurt. And he just eats it as he needs it, you know. So me, if I have a half a quart a day, no big deal. But he may be doing 1.5 quarts a day. You know what I mean? So look at this yogurt like people, like the average person looks at beef or chicken or turkey or fish. Just kind of keep that in mind. This is high protein. But just remember, I don't just make almond coconut yogurt. This is my favorite one. Almonds is the king of the nuts. So almonds is my favorite yogurt that I like to make. I like to choose almonds because they're the king of the nuts, and I love coconuts because they're very good for you. It's a great staple. And if you go to the islands, in the islanders, coconuts is a strong, powerful staple. The coconut water, the coconut meat, are you kidding me? The women have great breast milk for the babies. The children are strong and healthy. And coconuts is a staple. And when they're taking coconut water, back in the war days when they needed plasma and they couldn't get enough and they couldn't fly in quick enough, they were actually picking coconuts right off the tree, taking the coconut water and injecting it right into the injured guys and keeping them alive, you know. I had a friend.
Blood transfusions in the field.
It's like a blood transfusion, almost like, you know, but it kept them alive. And so when I had a friend of mine did a 10-day water fast, and he went through massive detox, and he was in bed like dying. And he said, man, I can't go any further. He couldn't even get up out of his bed. He was so ill. And so I told his parents, go to the house and give him a quart of coconut water and watch what happens. It wasn't even 20 minutes. He was up and walking around, functioning and all that. There's a lot of energy. I call coconut water living water. With high electrolytes, enzyme activated, it's high energy water. So that's why the islanders would say that song. Remember that song? Put the lime in the coconut, drink it all up. Remember that? But if you take lime and put it in coconut water and add an ounce of wheatgrass juice to it, you got yourself a blood transfusion drink. See what I mean? Powerful. So when I take coconut water and coconut meat with the almonds, forget about it. It's over. Right? So it's kind of like that. Yes. Okay, bro.
Sorry. I was just saying bye.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Well, give me a little cup. Give me a little cup so I can. Oh, you want a smoothie? Can you stand for a smoothie or no?
Can you do it?
We'll make it right now.
Yeah,
Ask her if she wants a smoothie.
Take him for a nap.
Okay. All right.
Luke, I'm sorry, you said coconut water, lime, and what else did you say?
An ounce of wheatgrass juice. You got your